Alright, so this video will give you an overview of how you can write your blog, what is a workflow, and some different concepts. The very first thing is to have access to your SEO keyword. That's where you find the main keywords to write the blog that people have actually searched about and they care. And then the idea is to get those keywords to ChatGPT to ask to write you the blog. And then we will also cover how to post that blog that is written by GPT on WordPress and how to use RankMath to optimize the SEO ranking for that. But before we get started, so this video comes in two parts. The first part we cover these two first steps, and the second part we will cover these two steps. So some concepts to understand is that once we're talking about SEO keywords, there are two main concepts to know what they are and how they're related to each other. So there is a concept of pillar keyword, that where you use that keyword to provide some general information through different subtitles. Those subtitles will be basically your clusters, where you will be creating separate blogs for those clusters. And once that's made, you need to create a link between the cluster with the pillar post blog and also between the clusters themselves. So before we get into the GPT workflow, this is the basically the blueprint. You need to provide the keywords to GPT, guide it to provide some sort of blog outline. Whether you're happy with it, you go to the next step. If you're not happy, you can talk to it to change and make some tweaks, and then generate the blog body and ask for some external source links to provide as a resource, as a backlink to your for link building, not backlink. That's a different story. So without further ado, let's look into the keyword research result over here. So over here, the first column says which landing page. So that means that these keywords should be somewhere in your landing page. So some of these are services. You see some of them are blog posts. So you're going to use those ones that are specifically for blog posts. Those are the keywords that their intent are more informational rather than transactional or commercial. The transactional commercial will usually go to the service pages or other landing pages. So this column shows the volume that's been searched locally. So you see some of them has higher local searches. Those ones should be in the other landing pages, whether you have the landing page or you have to create those landing pages to have these keywords as a main keyword for that page. This shows the competition. We're gonna stay with the low because it is easier for us to get into the Google search queries and build up on that. And just for your information, shows that how much that keyword is being searched globally, and that is mainly for if you provide anything through e-commerce, let's say, or you have some sort of e-commerce services, trainings, products. That could be helpful to know how these keywords would work. So, and the last column is that whether you have applied that to your landing page or not. This is a good thing to track because the idea is to assign each of these keywords to only one and one only landing page, no more than one. So once you have added to a landing page or a blog, you come here and just say applied. So right now, let's look at this one, for example, lash lift. All right, so now let's take these keywords to ChatGPT and let's start the work. So we said that, okay, we're gonna provide the keywords to GPT, asking to generate blog outline. So we say take persona of a technical blog writer for the company. You are an expert in beauty and personal care services. I'll give you some keywords that we will use to create a pillar blog post to have keywords below as their subtitle and the blog body. Ensure to have the main key phrase all around the blog, then H2 titles for SEO purposes. Okay, so now what we're gonna do, it says keywords. I'm gonna give it the keywords. You see that these are the 4 keywords that I just copy paste from the Excel file, and I'm gonna give it also the key phrase, which is lash lift. So what it does is that the purpose is to create a blog about lash lift, that we're gonna cover these subtopics in that blog, that later on each of these will become a separate blog. So let's see what it does. Okay, so I think one thing we forgot to do is that we're gonna say use the given information above, create blog outline. So looking at here, we're gonna have the introduction, some subtitles or H2 titles that we're gonna write the blog body with them, and the conclusion. So the call to action is important, which we can link it to the booking system of the company for any services that they can get. So one thing we need to do right now is to just go here, click on the reply, say that write the full introduction with 3 paragraphs. Okay, so this way, if you do write section by section, that way you can have a chance to read through the whole blog section to make sure that it is factful, it is something that you're agreeing with. So assuming that this is all right, we're gonna keep doing the same over and over again. Do the same, this section. So as you see, it's just gonna write down the blog. It's gonna use the main key phrase here and there. And if you remember here, and it's generating the blog body, you need to ask also for external source link. That helps later on with the overall SEO score. So we can ask for give me a few external website source links to link in this section. So now you see it provides you with some links. You can open up, you can take a look. The idea is to have these somewhere within your blog. So now you can say hyperlink these keywords where relevant within the section. Alright, so let's see. So most of the time it works. Most of the time it's going to hyperlink, so it means that it's clickable and it's going to direct the user to some sort of external resources, and that's good. Perfect. So now we're good with this. We're going to go repeat over and over again for the rest of the same process of this section. So yeah, repeating over and over again for the rest of the blog sections. Let's see what it does. So what it provides you is perfect. It's some tips, very high level, and some links which you're gonna use it in the blog. So I think that's pretty much it. You're gonna do it for every section, and I'm just gonna do the last one for the conclusion. Write this section using all the information above and the instructions I have given you for the CTA or call to action, because this is something that can be directly booked, so we can give the link that we want to use. For the CTA, use the following link to book. So in that case, I'm just gonna go on the website, book online, and here we go. Just grab the link, put it here. Awesome, perfect. So you see, lash left is external, perfect, it's good. Your appointment is here, which is our booking. That's nice. So now I think this section is done. I'm gonna stop recording and do another one for the second part, which we're gonna cover these 2 steps, WordPress and RankMath, and that will end up the whole workflow for us.